Hey James, what is the difference between Sunni and Shia in Islam?
So this isn't normally what we're trying to do, but this is a question we get asked a lot. So uh, we'll answer it, but with the caveat that one thing we believe in is that you should learn about other worldviews from their own sources and from people who believe them. So I very much encourage you to ask this question of Sunni and Shia Muslims. However, once you've understood that, feel free to watch the rest of this video and hear our thoughts on this.
To better understand the difference between Shia and Sunniism, first we need to understand a little bit of history in there. When Muhammad died, there was a divide between Muslims that who's going to be the next leader of Muslims. So Abu Bakr and Umar came to know there is a meeting going on outside of Medina, and they raided that. And with the greater opinion, Abu Bakr was appointed as the next caliph of Muslim, but Ali was not in there because he was busy with Muhammad's funeral. Ali was not happy with that decision, but later reconciled with Abu Bakr and continued his support with the reign of Umar and Uthman. During Uthman's reign, some of his unpopular decisions caused chaos in Muslim world, which resulted in a mob attack on his place, and he was killed in there. Muawiyah, cousin of Uthman, wanted revenge of Uthman from the whole mob that attacked and killed Uthman. But on the other side, Ali wanted someone precise to be killed, which led to Muslim civil war, which ended with Battle of Siffin. So after that battle, Ali wanted to reconcile with Muawiyah to settle disputes between Muslims, but that angered his allies, the Kharijites, which resulted in the death of Ali. After the death of Ali, his son was appointed by Muslims as the next caliph of Muslims, but that decision was not welcomed by Muawiyah and Banu Umayyah. They persisted on the revenge of Uthman, so Hassan transferred the power to Muawiyah to take revenge and take the matter in his own hands. With that, everything settled down for a good amount of time. However, tension arose again when Muawiyah appointed his son Yazid as his successor, which was against the Islamic laws. When Yazid came into power, the second son of Ali, Hussein, stood against him, gathered his men, wanted to protest against him, but on the way to Kufa, he was persecuted, brutally massacred, and that created a big divide between Sunnis and Muslims there, where the history parted his ways into two sects of Islam, that one is Shias and one is Sunni. So therefore, there is a difference between Shias and Sunni, how they lay their foundation of Sharia. On one side, Shias believe in different sources of hadith narrated by Ali and Ahl al-Bayt. Most of the time, Ahl al-Bayt is family of Muhammad. On the Sunnah side, Sunnis mostly believe in hadiths from the sources like Abu Huraira, Zubair, Aisha, these type of narrators. The difference between Shia Sunni hadith sources is Sunnis believe that the overall community is rightly guided and you can follow anyone in seeking guidance. But on the other side, Shias believe that there are certain people who were rightly guided, and those who supported Ahl al-Bayt, the Ali and his family, are the righteous people, and they should only be considered their wordings to get the guidance. In daily life, you will not feel any difference between Sunnis and Shias because the way they pray 5 times a day, it's all same. The way they raise their kids is same. But when you go to mosque and hear the sermons, then there comes the difference. You know, there are different villains on both sides. For Sunnis, Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, these type of characters are there, which are villains of Islamic history. But on the Shia side, you have more defined villains, just like whoever stood against Ali, just like Muawiyah, just like Yazid, and all those who stood with against Ali were the enemies of God, were the enemies of Muhammad, and were the enemies of Ahl al-Bayt. So that is where the divide comes. And when we go to the government level, then the divide goes bigger and bigger, that how they see, how they implement Sharia and how it should be implemented overall. If you want to learn about Shia Sunni Islam, refer to Sahih Bukhari for Sunni references and Kitab al-Kafi for Shia references. But at the same time, I just want to give an ending note that whatsoever you want to learn should be based on your own research, your own knowledge, and your own interpretation rather than trusting on scholars and their words and their feedbacks. So if you will do so, you will have a better understanding of you, yourself, and your surrounding. Next week, we're going to do difference between Catholics and Protestant. Stay tuned.
Thanks for watching. If you have more questions, why not check out the other videos in this series? If we haven't answered your question yet, you can submit it to almeida.org/ask. We aim to answer one question every week. Like and subscribe for more content.